Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer in December 2020. I'm your reader, Mark Angela Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angela Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi, hey, my crab cakes, my crablets, how are you all? I hope you are all well. I hope your fourth house experience, Cancerian fourth house, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, that you are giving yourself the love that you need, that your home, that your sacred space in and around yourself is stable and secure, happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Very happy to be reading for you, my subscribers. Thank you so much. And see, I changed the camera angle, so that was that Melky. Oh, that's Sabby. Hey, Sebastian, right? So it's a very home environment here that I work out of, so very, very happy to be communicating, although I was already on the phone with 2 or 3 people today. Got a client later tonight, so busy, busy, busy day. So let's get down to business, shall we? We are doing a What Do I Need read. 6-card draw, 1 card from 7 different decks, just to get you clues, tips, and hints about what you need for a specific time period. It's sort of like picking a card for the day, a card for the week, you know, something like that. We are looking, however, at the waxing moon from the new moon in Sagittarius on December 14th. Now, it goes new at 11:17 a.m. and void, of course, at the same time, and it's an eclipse. So I don't know if it's much ado about nothing. I mean, it's a new moon. We love new moon, right? And an eclipse. Oh, that's exciting, right? Slingshot energy, earthquake energy. But then it goes void, of course, the exact moment that it all happened. So it's sort of like, all right. And then it's void, of course, until the moon goes into Capricorn, I think 10:30. By the way, all times are Eastern that I do because I'm in New York. And we are looking at then the waxing moon from new to the full moon in Cancer, 5:28 a.m. December 29th. We will most likely be doing something the night before on the 28th. By the way, it is a new moon on Monday. Light your fires, dance through the night. Okay, otherwise let's do this as a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. These are quicker than the other juggernaut reads that I do with, you know, soulmates and true love and all that. So check your other signs, and please, if something resonates, like even if it's like, I don't know, I wouldn't say 1 out of 6 cards, but if 5 out of 6 cards resonate, give me a thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. And certainly feel free to comment and all that jazz. All right, here we go. Take a nice deep breath, stay in the present moment. What does it feel like in your intuitive field, right, in your body as we do this? And yeah, just be here now. I'll do the same. And I'll give you, I don't know what that was about. I'll give you mother's work. He's never done. Breathe. Yeah, of course my cats call me mama. They don't have the jaw structure to say dada. They go, rah, rah. So I'm mama. Okay. I don't care. Here we go. We're going to, all the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. So let's, whoa, hey, whoa, good catch. I have amazing, I have cat-like reflexes. My last name is Lyons. So here we go. Healing with the Angels Oracle, Drawing Virtue. It's an odd morning. Moon is in Libra when I'm doing this. It's a little, finding your balance. Breathe. My angels, there you are, and archangels of water in the sign of Cancer, my Gabrielites, please, 1 card in clarity for the Cancerian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. My mom's a Cancer. I'm going to see her in a couple of weeks. Yay. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Cancerian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This new moon in Sagittarius, the full moon next in their full moon. Cancer in their full moon for the year. Please, 1 card in clarity. What is the angel that they must need? So what do I need, read? To work with. Call upon. It's the angel of children. Now this could absolutely be about calling in the healing angel of children from your own inner child, which is really great, big, huge right now. I talk a lot about the child archetype in the other readings that I do, and I use the Carolyn Mace archetype cards because everybody has the child archetype. So whether you are calling in this angel because you need to help literal children to heal, adult children, like adult children of alcoholics or that kind of thing, right? There's so many ways. Dealing with somebody who's childish or someone who's literally a child or your own inner child, which there's a whole, I don't even want to call it a rabbit hole. It's a wormhole. It takes you into whole other different dimensions inner child work once you really understand it. I mean, it's a different way of doing shadow work, right? So you need to call upon the angel, the healing angel of children. So by the way, we're only doing 6 decks. Like I said, there are 3 oracles 2 tarot and 1 healing. So that's our first oracle. Here's our second one, the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divination team, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I really love Blue Angel Publishing. They have really great oracles. And I got it when I went up to Saratoga visiting my mom, because I get my car serviced up there because that's where I bought it. So let's make sure I see them, right? Because it's for free. I got my car service for free. I pop by the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Felish Street. My friend Veronica, who owns and runs the place. And I was like, oh, this will be cute. And then I got it home and started working with it. I was like, this is really deep. So I dedicated it to Archangel Ariel, my personal connection to the archangelic world. So let's see what she's got to say for you. Breathe. And look up Archangel Ariel. I think you'll find some interesting stuff there. Please, my beloved Archangel Ariel, 1 card in clarity for the Cancerian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. From this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer, their full moon of the year, we've got the healing angel of children that they need to call upon. What is the crystal, the gem, the mineral in the Crystal Oracle deck here, that whether it's the stone that they need to work with, and if it's the divinatory message, some of that, all of that, please, I feel you, I love you so much, please, Archangel Ariel, what do they need this new moon to full moon next? Amazonite. Now I know you want to say Amazonite, but I've been in the gem and mineral business for decades, not anymore, but my first like real official job metaphysically was in a crystal store in Porter's Square, 1987, 1988, right around the harmonic convergence. So yeah, I've been doing this for a while. So Amazonite, it's an interesting card. I have Amazonite, the amazing Amazonite. Are you kidding? Anything connected to Diana of Themyscira, since a young age, I will go grab it. Here we are, Amazonite, keyword, peace, serenity, spiritual connection, balance, perception, and creativity. Your current confusion and frustration are a result of the emotional instability which has caused you to see things from an imbalanced perspective. Probably inner child stuff. Inner child remembers everything. It's part of the subconscious. There's so much there. I'm not unpacking all that right now. Inner child work. This has all come about because you have allowed yourself to become physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. The beautiful healing energies that radiate from this Amazonite crystal will help restore your balance, peace, and clarity. Let go of all concerns. Trust. All you desire will soon manifest. Now, isn't that just like a little kid with the holidays? Right? It's like, honey, I know you're tired. What, right? Like too much sugar and not enough sleep. I don't have kids. I have cats. My cats don't eat sugar. But I give them gifts every day. Sort of. They're temptations. They're tempting. They love them. So I get that. So you, right, really, Cancerian yourself. You're the mothers of the zodiac. This feels like it has more to do with you than other people, but you know, it's all one, right? With unity consciousness and all that jazz, right? It's like as you heal you, not only do you have more energy to help heal others, fill your own cup and then give of the overflow. Always give of the overflow, right? Now, if you've got little ones, you got babies and infants, obviously, you know, you have to find priority shift, you know. Last bit of this is a good time to switch off and get away from it all for a while. Spending time in nature will help. The more you let go of a desired outcome, the clearer things will seem and the faster you will get what you want. There you go. Like a little kid. She's like saying, honey, I ain't charged of Santa. Krampus, I've got his cell phone number. No, I do. This is a simple spell. Get him! Ah! Sorry. I'm pagan. What do you want? You know? It's Yule. I'm looking forward to Yule. Just get me through this last couple of days, weeks of Samhain so we can move into winter solstice. All right, next 2 are tarot. Look at what we got. 3 oracles. The third one will come after the tarot. We're doing Daughters of the Moon tarot for the inner, which you need to be aware of, embrace, deal, like waxing moon stuff on the inner. And we're using the mythic tarot for the outer, so the divine yin, the divine yang, the goddess, the god, the masculine principle, the feminine principle, whatever, however you want to say it. I'm not gendering the divine. But, you know, if you're going to look at a battery, it's got a masculine and a feminine, right? A positive and a negative. It's just that, but let's not get into socio-political gender discussion here in a what do I need, read, breathe. Because, oh yes, my goddesses of Cancer, the sign of water. Did I just see flippers in here? Oh, we've got flippers in here. Oh, no, 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 says the Cancerian goddesses Hera, Hestia, and Hecate. Oh, no, 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 we cannot have that. This reading might run a little long because you really don't want to screw around with protocol when the Queen of the Gods, Hera, works with you in a reading. Just saying, right? Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, wrist. If you do not know what elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, wrist is, you never had a friend in college who was a debutante who taught us all about it. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to do these. I apologize. I don't, something flipped along the way here. Fuck it. They're going to come up as they come up. I only need one card. Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, wrist. Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, wrist. It's really lovely off a parade float, I understand. Breathe. My goddesses of water. I won't take a flipper. That's fine, please. My goddesses of water. I won't even look. How's that? My goddesses of water. Hera, Hestia, Hecate, please. Hestia, Hera, Hecate. One card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is it they need to be aware of inside of themselves this waxing moon? This new moon in Sagittarius to their full moon next in Cancer. December 2020 or timeless, not looking. Please just leave the card in my hand. We'll fix these before the next reading. You've got the 10 of Pentacles on the inside, which is really good. Which means, of course, you have the inner resources. You have the inner resources, but that doesn't mean, oh, okay, got a full tank of gas, but that doesn't mean that, you know, the other parts of the vehicle are ready, right? That they need to rest, to recharge your battery. Maybe it's not a gas thing, it's a battery thing, right? Because 10 of Pentacles is fuel, right? It's like for fire to exist, it just doesn't need air and heat. It needs fuel, right? It needs the element of earth. So as I tune to this, you know, in a Cancerian thing, it's like to say that you have everything inside of you, that's just true of everybody holographically, spiritually. But in terms of your own physical stamina, it's like your internal wealth and your internal wisdom here is very key. But that, so that might be why a Amazonite with the child thing, because your nervous system is getting inflamed. It's too much, right? What is inflammation, right? When your sinuses get inflamed, they, right? They go like that. So think of that in your nervous system. So you've got a lot going on inside of you, but there's great wisdom. Now, it might be wisdom and potential that sometimes we have the experience. Oh, it's like in Postcards from the Edge in the movies. You have a realization and then immediately life changes. In life, you have a realization and then a few months go by. I think they say 4 months go by and then life changes, right? So it's in there. You just need integration time. This is all about rest and peace and clarity. And of course you have an attachment to an outcome. I'm going to use the metaphor of a pregnant mother, right? You know, it's like, well, baby, right? How can you not want that to be the happiest, healthiest baby possible, right? But it feels like, if we want to use that pregnancy metaphor, just to say, I don't know if you are pregnant, that's fine. Like, everything is fine, but you need to rest. And, you know, we say that to pregnant women all the time, we need to rest. But what if you're not a pregnant woman? Or what if you're a pregnant artist, pregnant with a project, with an idea, with a, you know, with the holidays, right? It's a lot. I get it. I totally get it. All right, what does this look like on the outside? Mythic Tarot from Juliet Sharman Burke. Please, my gods, breathe. My gods of water and the sign of Cancer, please, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer, their full moon for the year. We've got, they need to call upon the healing angel of children. They need to work with a Amazonite, or at least the energies as described in the booklet. And they need to embrace that they have the wisdom and the strength that they need, but that their inner child might need some rest to anti-inflammatory the nervous system. So please, what does this look like on the outside, my gods, please? One card in clarity for them. Ace of Pentacles. So you've got the, So, okay, you've got the 10 of Pentacles on the inside and the Ace of Pentacles on the outside. So there's an opportunity that's being presented here that is solid and strong. So you got a lot of earth energy. 2 tarot cards in the spread, the 6 card draw. So you have the foundation, the harvest within you. There's no question. But if you are burned out, it's because the inner child, because the inner child, if you can turn work into play for yourself psychologically, right? It doesn't mean you have to, I don't know, do a hula hoop while you're doing laundry or whatever it is, drafting a contract, whatever it is that you do in this world, or the word housewife. I've been playing with that word for years. It's like a housewife isn't necessarily married to a husband, right? It's married to a house, right? And then for Cancerians, it's great, right? It's like my home. I love my home. It's almost like a child and a mother to you at the same time. So yeah, there is something. You are heavy with child, or internally, and it's beginning to be born. It's starting to come out. You could even see this is like, if this is the baby, this is the crowning of the baby. Just working with the Cancerian vibe here, because that does make sense metaphorically, doesn't it? And with the Amazonite, Amazon, right? You can't see, but if you've seen my backdrop here, my bookcase, my altar bookcase, there's just Wonder Woman on every shelf. Can I tell you? Linda Carter had an immense influence on me when I was 6 years old. Breathe. Our third and last of the oracles. So then we'll get our healing system, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. We've got the Whispers of Love Oracle, the Voices of the Higher Selves, 5th dimension and above. Let's see what they say you need. Breathe. Oh, the higher selves of all involved. You're so calm. Please, one card with clarity. For the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, what is it that they need? What is a piece of information, inspiration, or insight from their own higher selves, 5th dimensional and above? For this Sagittarius new moon to their own full moon in Cancer, December 2020, please, higher selves of all involved. Practice compassion. Now, that's got to be for yourself as well, with all that we've got going on here. Practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. Well, what if you see things from that point of view of the child of your own heart? Like, even if you're dealing with literal children, like I said, adult children of whatever, someone who's being childish, but remember, childish and childlike, right? Pee Wee Herman, childish. Dalai Lama, childlike, that innocence. And what is that mirroring in your own child? I mean, if you're not listening to your own child and mothering your own child, of course it's going to draw to itself electromagnetically other children, symbolically, if not literally, right? So practice compassion, which is a Cancerian thing, but it's easier said than done. It's not pity. Compassion, for me, ultimately, if we're going to go all Kuan Yin on it, is holding a vision for someone that they can't currently hold for themselves. And that's why the child in you wants to believe in the best in people. It might not be believing in the best of itself right now, is kind of what I'm getting. So compassion. Also for mothers in particular, whether literal or otherwise, Cancerians really in general, compassion is a balance between selfish and selfless. Because if you do not fill up your own cup, and you're just always pouring it out and it's dry at the end of the day, you become bitter and resentful and a martyr. I know, I've been there. Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, nice deep breath. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is their perfect healing mantra that they need to play with, work with, particularly from the point of view that healing angel of children? This new moon in Sagittarius, which is playful, to their full moon in Cancer, December 2020, please. Let's get their perfect healing mantra. This one, leave it in my hand. I feel 2 there. Thank you. Transforming tragedy. See, this is the shit. This is why, like, your child, your inner child or a child might be experiencing a tragedy here. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. It's like when a forest fire happens, which to me, all those dryads are like, reincarnate near me. I don't care where you are. We'll plant a tree for the dryads. but the fertilizer, right, the ash and the water, it fertilizes it, and the forest grows back. Longer term than we like, but loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. It transforms tragedy into something else. Let's see what Matt Kahn has to say. You know, he's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. He's younger. He's West Coast. He's not a witch. You know, it's not like we tread on each other's terrain necessarily. He's a Hay House author. I self-publish. QRS, where the hell are you? T, transforming tragedy. WXYZ. Transforming tragedy. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. When tragedy is transformed, you see that endings foreshadow the inevitable arrival of exciting new beginnings. It may not feel good to lose the things that once defined you, but it is life's way of expanding your identity to invite more passion, joy, and synchronicity into your reality. In other words, what you gain is just as much, what you lose is just as much part of the synchronicity as what you gain in the divine plan, right? As you transform tragedy, any degree of loss merely sets the stage for the arrival of greater gains. This mantra is ideal for overcoming personal struggles, mourning the death of a loved one, and releasing regret. Look, the ego by nature is always going to find something to regret, even when you get what you want. It's just how it works. That's the personality that arises out of an inflamed nervous system. So whatever tragedy, you know, this is a waxing moon reading. This is something that you can begin building before tragedy strikes. Now, I'm just going to say, this might not be about present moment tragedy with what you've got here. New opportunity coming in, great interior wealth and wisdom here. I have a feeling this is really more about past tragedy from childhood or involving somebody's childhood. Look, you can be in a relationship with somebody, and I don't mean romantic relationships, but why not that too, where something really horrible and traumatic happened to them in their childhood, right? And it's repressed. It's sort of like what the body does. It'll, if foreign object, it will wrap it, and this is disgusting, but it will wrap it in mucus and stick it in your body somewhere until you do a detox, right? Same thing with chemicals, not just like a foreign object, chemical, anything like that. So it's hidden, it's held until you're ready to deal with it, symbolically speaking. I know it's a gross metaphor, but I think it makes sense, right? So you can transform this stuff. And when better than the holidays, you say when worse than the holidays. I got so much on my plate, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mel for short. Sort of destroys the reason to say Mel for short, just call me Mel. But there is transformation here, and it is, and the thing is once that child is heard and loved, again, you might be doing this for somebody else who is a child or having an inner child thing, you know, it affects the whole relationship. As you give that a voice, you don't let a child drive the car, but you say, you know what, honey, I love you. Say to it the words it has always wanted to hear, and you don't need to feel it, you just need to mean it. This is all Matt Kahn stuff. Well, this is Matt Kahn's card. So let me give you the prayer, my darlings. Take a nice deep breath. I love doing this. I like shuffling the cards, and then they hand me the cards as they're supposed to be in the prayer, and it's kind of cool. Breathe. May the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs receive all that they need this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next, that they may interact with the angel, the healing angel of children for their own inner child, or otherwise accessing their deeper wisdom, just waiting to be called upon here while a new opportunity precedes itself. And the child is all about new beginnings and seeing things with fresh eyes if it feels safe, if it feels loved, otherwise nope. So yes, that child, may they transform tragedy in the child in their lives or in their own selves. Understanding that loss is their reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received, very in tune with the holiday season, while they get that clarity, that peace, right? That rest, that integration that they need with that stone of Amazonite, symbolically or literally in their pocket, while they practice the compassion that they need for themselves and their others, understanding that everyone is doing the best that they can, and that they get another simple mantra for compassion with the child in their own heart. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay, sweetheart of mine. I love you. It's okay. I am sorry that you are suffering. Please forgive me for anything I did or didn't do. Thank you. I love you. Little Ho'oponopono throw in there for you too. So there you have it. My Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, wishing you all, oh, right, please like, subscribe, right? If something went, oh, hit the like button. The more likes a video gets on YouTube, the more people get to see it. It's just how it works. So even my own subscribers don't always see it unless more people hit, right? Doesn't that make sense? Unless they go look it on the channel, right? Or they hit the notification bell. That's just business in 2020. I'm moving forward as far as I can see. So thank you so much for watching, right? Do all that stuff if you feel like it. Comment who's the child, yours, someone else's, all that stuff. Otherwise, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon next in Cancer. My crablets, my crab cakes, hail. Farewell and blessed, blessed be.